One of my favorite fragrances in clone form. Now, I wasn't even gonna do this video. I haven't been in front of the camera in a while, but the fact of the matter is I have very limited fragrances out, and I've had this one for a minute and haven't talked about it considering it's a Tom Ford clone of a banger. Let's roll my motherfucking music so I can put you on to Oud Wood's clone.
Sexy motherfucker. We're all alone. In case you cared, out of all your friends, I wanna be
Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. Jump right into the fragrance. Dua smashed it with this fragrance. Tom Ford Oud Wood is just one of my absolute favorites from the Tom Ford line. I mean, and there aren't that many from the Tom Ford line that I really fuck with, but Oud Wood just happens to be one of them. Obviously, we know Tom Ford fragrances have a nice price tag behind it. However, it is Tom Ford at the end of the day, so you're gonna pay for Tom Ford. But when you can't afford Tom Ford because your second stimulus check didn't come in, well, then you do the alternative, which is Dua Fragrances Bois Oud. For a cost-effective Oud Wood clone, which I don't even know if there's others out there, or at least maybe the other clone brands have one of their own, but like one popular one, like an Armaf one, I'm not familiar with myself. This one is a banger. It didn't perform amazing off my skin like most of the Dua joints do. This one was a 6.5, 7 hour mark, which is disappointing for me to say the least when it comes to Dua shits that I'm used to shit being like 9, 15, 38 hours as far as performance and longevity. But the scent profile itself, the DNA factor, absolutely, considering I've never smelled any fucking alternative. The Oud sandalwood, teakwood, rosewood combination with that smoky incense vibe and that maturity, that MILF factor, you know, that dated woman who's seen a few winters. It has this sex appeal about it that you just want to meet a MILF and tickle her belly button from the inside. I think it has great sex appeal, an overall budget conscious fragrance, and when you hit the Tom Ford Oud Wood and then you smell this one side by side, the DNA is absolutely just recognizable. It's not like, oh yeah, it smells like the shit. It's just unusual that it didn't perform that well on my skin, as I usually get great performance. Maybe it needed that whole maceration period that some of the Dua fragrances have. I'm not 100% sure, but I can tell you it smells fucking sick. This is just Tom Ford Oud Wood to throw in your bag and just get it on the go. If you lose it, you lose it, no big fucking whoop, but you definitely have the scent profile. It has all the sex appeal that you want from Oud Wood. It's just a budget conscious bottle. To be honest with you, I love this fragrance. I just wish it performed a little bit better off of my skin. Again, some of these Dua shits need some sort of maceration period, need to sit on a shelf life for a certain amount of time for it to project however it's going to project. However, I gotta keep it all the way. This one is not doing as great as it does. Again, 6.5, 7 hours isn't a bad performing fragrance, but it's not what I expect from the Dua house. So this is like a 3/4 of a ball spray. Love Tom Ford Oud Wood. This is very, very, very close to the fragrance. Not 100%, but it gives me all the ooh woodness that I want on my wood. So there go 3/4 of a ball spray. I mean, there's no denying that if you smell this fragrance and you smell Tom Ford Oud Wood, it'll just hand in hand. I love y'all motherfuckers from the heart. I'll put the link in the description if you want, and I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know who it is. Biggest in the game. I got no fragrances left. Smooches.
What's fresh? Who's best? Wanna know who's gonna pass the test?
For the fly gun holder, money folder, Motorola start tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.